remember when I was in high school and I was trying to really decide what I wanted to do with my life. In my family, I was the first person to even think about going to college. A lot of people in my family didn't even graduate from high school. So I was in high school, senior year, and I'm trying to think, what should I do with my life? What can I do? I knew I was good with math. I knew I was good with science. But I was trying to figure out what should I do. Some of the things in my head was I wanted to do something that would help my family. I remember when I think I was little, maybe like 5 to 7, somewhere in that range. And one of my aunts, my favorite aunt actually, I'm not gonna say her name, but my favorite aunt, she told me, she said, "You're gonna be the one in this family to make it." And I was little, like 5 or 7. And I was just looked at her like, what do you mean? That's what I was thinking, but I always remembered her saying, "You're gonna be the one in this family to make it." And so in high school, I'm thinking about what can I do to help my family? Let me just go into engineering. I'm good with math and science, let me go there. And so, that was my goal, I was gonna be an engineer. So I took a programming class in my senior year and I fell in love. I found heaven. Just being able to write code and create programs and tell computers what to do. And this was, I'm dating myself, but this was back in 1988. So this was very early in the life of computers. And it was new, people didn't really know what they were huge, it was no personal computers like we have today. But I took that programming class and I was like, wow. I had just learned how to type, so I was thinking, man, I can use my typing skills. I was definitely an introvert at that time, so I was thinking I don't have to talk to anyone. I could sit at my desk all day and code, and this was the perfect thing for me. So I went home, I was so excited. I told my mother and my sisters and brothers about computer programming, and they didn't know what I was talking about. They had never heard of computer programming, any of this, and so they wanted me to stay with engineering. So I decided I'm gonna help my family, let me stay with engineering. Graduated from high school, went to college, and got into electrical engineering as my major. And I remember being in my electrical engineering classes and on my hands and knees, soldering things together, and I was thinking to myself, I just don't like this, I don't wanna do this. But I wonder about that computer programming class that I took. So I decided, let me just take one more class and see if I still like it. And so I took another class. This was my freshman year of college. And I was still in love with it. I loved computer programming. And so I switched my major from electrical engineering to computer science and have never turned back since. I've been coding since college. I've been able to travel around the world, doing what I love to do, creating something from nothing, just coming up with an idea and being able to sit down and write code for that and create something that doesn't exist. When you think about it, everything we do today in technology starts with a program, and programmers are creating some of the things that we take for granted today, like email and apps on our phone. All of that is computer programs. And so I'm very passionate about technology. I'm very passionate about bringing more women into technology. And I heard a statistic that there are less than 2% of all programmers in the world are Black women. And that was something that I felt, at least for me, being a Black woman in tech, I wanted to change. And so my mission is to get more women into technology, but especially to get more Black women into tech. And so that's something I want to do and what I'm doing through my company. My company's name is Lily R&B Inc. And that's an acronym that stands for Let's Imagine Life with Ladies in IT. So it's my goal to bring more women, even if I have to train them myself, but I want to bring more women into IT. Thank you.